Hello, I'm Nana Akua. This is GB News Originals, and I've been having a scootle through the inbox, the Your Say, to see what you have been saying. Now, we were talking about Nigel Farage and his idea to send everybody back if they come here via small boat. This comment says, our NLI Border Force should be bringing life jackets back to the UK and selling them online to the highest bidder. Get some money back for the taxi service. Another one reads, boats full of illegals, be it men or women, tells me it's an army/invasion. Don't get why someone is not being held to account. Totally agree with you. I have no idea why someone isn't. I mean, the one in, one out scheme is some bit of a joke, isn't it? One in, one out. It's exactly the same number. And out of those people that come, a very small proportion of them will be sent back anyway, if they are sent back. Another one on fuel. Fuel bills going up again despite Labour claim of bringing them down. They say prices are higher because of Ukraine, but they still refuse to increase our own gas production to replace the lost output. There is enough gas under Lincolnshire to power the whole country for 10 years. More than the world lost from Russia/Ukraine. Just think what adding that to the supply would do for prices. In the US, bills are down because of drill, baby, drill. Yeah, totally agree. Ed Miliband said he'd bring prices down by about £300 a year. Well, it's not happening, is it? And also that 2030 target, ridiculous. He said that we'd be able to hopefully get into net zero and all of that. But frankly, nobody really wants net zero. It doesn't make any sense at all. And I don't know why you wouldn't just at least, if you are pursuing it, use what you have instead of taking oil from all those other countries and shipping it here to the UK, creating loads of carbon and then buying solar panels from China and then shipping them here to the UK and buying all the propellers and whatever it is from the wind farms from other countries and shipping them all here to the UK. It's just, we don't even have a proper steel industry. It's just absurd.
Hello, I'm Bev Turner. Now, it can feel like the money in our bank accounts at the moment does not keep up with the cost of living, and maybe there's a solution. I'm here today with the CEO of TallyMoney, Cameron Parry. Cameron, what is TallyMoney?
Well, Bev, with TallyMoney, you get a current account and a debit card, but instead of pounds, you use milligrams of gold as your everyday money.
So why gold?
Gold traditionally is a great store of value. It has, on average, gone up at over 11% per annum for the last 25 years against the pound. It's tripled in value in the last decade. And in the last 2 years alone, it's increased by 50% against the pound. Banks' savings products just can't compete with that level of growth.
But this isn't just about gold. This is about a currency that you guys have created at TallyMoney. Explain it to me as though I'm an idiot.
So, look, people need to be able to hold their earnings and build their savings in a money that retains its value and remains in their legal control and remains theirs to access, away from government control.
Great. You had me at not exposed to government control.
You should feel safe and happy with your money. You should have peace of mind. The more money you see in your bank balance, and that's the type of thing we're trying to deliver, and give people choice in the type of money they get to use every day.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Cameron. Thank you.
Another one about this says, I know so many people on general, we're talking about benefits actually. I know so many people on generous benefits. I can't believe this country has a penny left to function at all. I totally agree with you. I don't know how we're doing it. We are paying for migrants in hotels. We are paying for migrants in HMOs. We are paying for any Tom, Dick or Harry who says that they're sick and has mental health issues, which I get. Some people do have mental health issues, but not to the numbers that are currently requiring benefit, and especially the younger generation. What on earth is going on with that? Another Your Say reads, people being sceptical about whether reform could do a repatriation deal with the Taliban. Surely the mere thought that it might happen would put many off coming to the UK. Yeah, I hear you. I don't get why people would even be, if you're going back to a country that is apparently better now, the idea of being a refugee is that when things calm down, you're supposed to be sent back. That's the idea. Not here forever and ever and ever. This one on mental health. How can some people claim mental health issues to get benefits? We have tried for our daughter who has a brain tumour. She had surgery in 2020 during COVID and needs more surgery in the coming weeks. She was refused PIP twice, and now we're having to go to a tribunal to have the decision overturned. Tell you what you do. You need to send her to France, put her on a small boat, yeah, and then she can come through that way, and I'm sure she'll get all the medical help she needs. And this one on fertility. The term fertility suggests people's biological ability to have kids, but the lower birth rates are more likely because people can't afford it. Exactly. Who would have kids today? Knowing that, in particular, if you are working, you're probably not going to get much in terms of benefits. And anyway, you probably don't want to claim benefits if you're going to be having a child. You want to be considering that you can actually afford to do it. But we've got so many things to pay for these days. Energy is so expensive. The cost of living is absurd. Cost of food, cost of everything. Just unbelievable. And then the cost of a child. Think about nursery fees. It just doesn't even bear thinking. This one on aligning with the EU. Aligning with the EU would give the biggest reason yet for voting in reform. Nigel Farage would make life hell for them. Yes, exactly. It seems that our friend Sir Keir Starmer wants to, well, gradually push us back in. First of all with the Youth Mobility Scheme, which sounds a little bit like freedom of movement, and then with dynamic alignment, which sounds like a bit like the customs union, do you know what I mean? On only certain products though. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at all. It sounds to me like it's the start of overturning a democratic vote, which more people than ever voted in this country for pretty much anything ever, and 52% of them voted to leave. And apparently there's something that says, I think they're doing this because they think, the Labour Party think, that there's a mood in the country for closer alignment. I think they've got that wrong. And then this one on multiculturalism. I'll be happy with a healthy balance. Multiculturalism was working quite nicely, and then the idiots messed it up with mass immigration. So careless, so thoughtless. It's a breeding ground for natural resentment, division and racism. Exactly. If you open the borders in the way that we have, even though they're not meant to be open borders, and you allow people in without making proper assessments, then not only does it irritate the people who are born in this country, but it also irritates those who came here legally and jumped through hoops to be accepted. And if they'd known they could just come in via a small boat and get everything paid for years until eventually they were let in, then I think a lot of us would have chosen that option. But listen, loads more here on GBN Originals. I'm Nana Akua. Don't forget to like and subscribe and download the GB News app.